Hi Sag, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross-watchers. Cross-watcher, you could be dealing with a Sag. The message could be for you, so feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. If you're wanting to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. Just go ahead and subscribe your email there. That way you'll always get an email notification every time my availability opens up. You can also follow me over on Instagram. That information is also down below. Just know, I post more things on quantum physics and crazy stuff over there. But occasionally I get scammers. It's so delightful. Just know, the only links that I have to anything are down below in the description box. The only place you can get my services is through my website. I will never DM you or ask you for donations or personal readings or any of that stuff, okay? And as always, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay. I'm shuffling. It's taking a bit. Let's see, Sag. Where are you? Okay. Here we go. Well, so, sorry. Sag. What's going on here? Okay. This is so delightful. The birds are coming out right now. Okay. So you have got you've got optimism, which is great. Technically the Four of Wands. You've got the Father of Roots. I've been saying it as Father's Day, but so sorry, I just have to say that because I keep seeing the Father of Roots in some of the readings as Father's Day, so it's possible. But here's what also is coming out here. We have the Daughter of Roots and the Daughter of Horns. This is really weird. These cards came out for Capricorn. So there could be a tie to a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But I just have to say that because all those three cards came out. No, not all three. Those two. Okay. I'm seeing here, even though there could be some like chaos or storm that you know to always happen when you interact with someone or something specific, it's saying right now at this time, try to stay optimistic or focus on all the positive things, even though that you're aware like that because there's three connections here. And it's interesting that this is popping out. Like, I wouldn't normally go here, but I am gonna say that with this, I do feel like there's like a father and daughter involved here. Okay, possibly two daughters. There's at least that one duo, okay? Father and daughter or father and two daughters. Okay. So, there's this connection here. And this person, this is a very optimistic thing or something. This Four of Wands, it could be something about a celebration. Okay, so this feels like either a reunion or a get-together. It's possible that it could come up. But it's saying for you, like, yeah, optimism. Someone could be, like, very optimistic or hopeful that, like, I don't know, that something is coming together. What? It feels like, sorry, it feels like it's connected. Oh! Okay. Sag, like, if you possibly have been dealing with an earth sign, it's interesting that I said Capricorn and the father of roots came out, even though technically that's Taurus. But I'm seeing that there could be something about, like, something new formulating, and there's a particular person in your life right now that's feeling kind of optimistic that maybe there's some potential that's going to come together. What are these two? I'm not making that up. So those two flipped out. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, there's a conversation that's going to take place. It doesn't feel very this is a very straightforward conversation. Okay, it's because, like, this is not a very, like, emotional conversation. This is very, it could be a bit strategic or possibly guarded. It's just there's a person here that's still staying detached, okay? And you could be the same. There's a lot of mirroring back and forth here, all right? So, yeah, it's possible that, like, some type of communication is going to come in here. Sorry. That's why I'm doing the readings like this, by the way. But I actually sound much better now that I'm outside. So, this is a very mature conversation. Let me get more details on it, because I'm seeing here, it's very mature. It's like, I'm seeing either you or someone else is going to be, like, impressed by how mature you are, or aware or self-aware, or, like, how good your communication skills are. Okay, you have the Eight of Cups. This is communication. It's either that this communication is going to come in between you and a particular person. It is you and someone else. And it could be that this conversation helps you to realize what you need to walk away from right now. And it could be the beginning forms of that process taking place. Or you might be communicating to someone about, like, that, telling someone that you are moving away from something. Like, you're explaining that process to someone. God, why are we getting into this whole... See, what? You never know what's going to come out with tarot. Like, there's so many combinations, you know? Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, look at this. Wow, I really am, like, I need almost a second with this, because we have the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Swords came out, which is an interesting combination, because this card specifically, it can be a bit of a, like, it can be confusion, because there's a mask here. And this might be something that's going on with inside of you, Sag. Like, that you might, part of the trick of your mind is that your mind kind of shifts back and forth, and I feel as though not too long ago, like, whatever had happened for you, I feel as though you've got, like, a particular energy that you could be very back and forth. It's like you've got a cognitive dissonance. There's a person that left you out in the cold. Okay? You see that energy? So, whatever timeline that took place in your life, I feel as though you might have something of, like, a trigger that comes up about that. with someone else that you're dealing with. And it could be causing you a lot of confusion, because it might be that you don't know if that's like actually what's happening here, that someone is actually leaving you out, or like that you're kind of like your mind is shifting you back and forth into this reality, because like there could be similar things that are popping up in your reality that remind you of that time. And sometimes it can be kind of like that you are preparing for someone to leave you out in the cold. Like it's almost like a preemptive defense to rejection and abandonment. So this person it's like you could already be expecting that a person is coming forward into your reality. Okay? Whatever the timeline of this situation takes place, I feel like this person that's coming in, you might perceive them to be, oh my gosh, wow, there is like a vortex of energy right here. It's pretty fascinating. Wow. That's cool. So someone could be coming in and you might get super caught up in your head, and it might bring in your insecurities about yourself. Because I'm seeing that someone could be coming forward towards you and they seem to be very well put together. Like maybe it's even causing some form of intimidation to you, because you could be looking at certain aspects of themselves and then making almost a comparison in your mind and thinking like, wow, that person has it all together. It's like you're almost preemptively putting them on a pedestal somewhere in your mind. I don't know why. Maybe this person is like super attractive, or maybe they have some form of elevated rank or something like that, and you could be perceiving that they would maybe possibly take two approaches with you. They might want you on their arm as a trophy in some way, but these could be just like shadow thoughts and projections, you know what I mean, that are happening from past interactions that you've had. Because I'm sensing almost a disbelief of this person coming forward towards you, because you might be like, what? There's no way this person would be interested in some form. And that's like the trick of your thoughts. That's why I was saying like there's some form of overthinking. You'll know what to do, and intuitively you'll know if someone has good intentions or not. So that's why I'm trying to get to the fact of like some of the processing that your mind will go through, because I was seeing a little tiny form of some type of like someone not being able to, in the past, someone loved your love and affection, but they weren't like, they weren't like, they were maybe too ashamed to be seen with you, because it could have been like other opinions were affecting their reality. Like they cared too much about what other people thought, unfortunately. And I'm seeing that whatever happened in that past is coming in and affecting you. I don't know if it's like actually happening in your reality. And that's why I was trying to get to like the fact that your mind won't be able to compute, even with all the facts that you put together. And not to say that you're not intelligent and you haven't had experience or to see things, but it's kind of like you're going to have to take a different approach to this, because your mind is just going to play tricks on you. And a lot of the times it just repeats what it's already known. So if you went through that in the past, or if you, in some form of a recollection, that experience, it can create a cognitive dissonance, because the fact that you're actually going through it and that you saw two different realities from a particular person that you dealt with, where they loved you very intensely together when you were intimate and with one another, and then in another setting they acted a completely different way. It created two different chemical releases within you. And that has set some kind of a foundation for a lot of the relationships and entanglements that have come into your life. And that's why I feel as though maybe it's about like seeing that, coming to the awareness of how those, you know, the integration between that and putting those realities back in together and coming into some form of acceptance within yourself. Because, like, there's a lot of little tiny things that have to happen in your consciousness for an energy to actually dissipate. It's like experiential learning is kind of the name of the game in this. God, I don't know if that's ringing any bells. That's just what I'm getting from the cards, at least in this situation. So, Sag, there's something here about this communication that's coming in here, and I feel like you might be walking away and you might be putting, actually, like, rejecting and abandoning a particular person or connection that always does that to you. And it's not like intentional, you're doing it to hurt someone. It's just kind of like, it's naturally this process that's supposed to happen. And I'm seeing someone's kind of like getting a taste of their own medicine. Not like you're trying to dish it, but it's like your natural evolution is just taking you into that no matter what. So let me dive into the extended. I'll see whatever else was wanting to come out about this. If you want to join me, go ahead and feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, and I'll see you over there. But Sag, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.